Good day, everyone. So, yes, I really do like Furina. I'm absolutely crazy about this character. In fact, I think, on terms of the top three most beautiful characters in the game, for me it would be Kokomi, Navia, and Furina. That's seriously how much I like this character. And to really emphasize this point, my friends are even worried. They've even said, as you can see here in our little Discord little screenshot that I took, they said, will you resist to see 6R5 her on release? We were literally, ever since you can see on 24th of September, we were looking at leaks and all these sorts of things because we are so damn excited about this character. And yeah, I'm really, really happy. I can't wait to get the character. And well, why am I telling you all of this? Well, for a good reason. So listen up. Just because someone really likes a character doesn't mean you can't be critical of a character. So what do I mean by that? Well, basically, I've made two videos recently. The one saying, is Furina too much? And the other one talking about feature creep. In other words, if you have a character that can walk infinitely on water, has two outfits on her release, that can have dual archetypes, that can dolphin dive out of the water, has an underwater exploration ability, that can heal your team, that can buff your damage, that can tank for you, and that can deal damage herself, she really she's quite the package, if we're really honest. And the question is, at what point is this actually fair? This is the type of thing that I tried to discuss in one of my community posts about, should Archons always have like greater value than other characters? And the argument is not so much that they shouldn't, but the argument is more like, if they do have greater value, then that value must be reflected in terms of the cost of getting the character. Basically, we know in gacha games that when new characters are released, they're obviously going to feature creep and power creep all the characters. We all understand that that's an expectation, that's industry standard, we all get that. But what a lot of people don't seem to realize is that it's also industry standard to give your older characters some sort of an adjustment, some sort of rework to help them keep up with the latest characters. So, for example, let's go to Honkai Impact. As you can see here, I've got a character called Zila. Now, Zila here is an absolutely amazing premium unit in the game. It costs about 280 crystals per pull to have a chance of getting this character. So you can understand that a character like Zila is incredibly expensive, but what you get for this character is a DPS, a support, and a character that quite frankly has gotten me in the top 10 of the leaderboard many times over. That is the value of this character. Now, comparatively speaking to this character, you have other characters, for instance, let's say like Susanna here. And basically what you can see is that there's a little SP sign, and basically this means that this character is not going to cost you 280 crystals or Primo Gem equivalent if you would like, but she's only going to cost you 120 per pull, and her guarantee is going to be at about 25 pulls instead of 100 pulls for the premium character. So the nicheness of the character, the lack of features and abilities, and obviously in terms of design and aesthetics and all these things, is reflected fairly in the cost. You also get other characters, of course, in the game that will sit in between a super premium unit and a character like this. A good example here would be the magical girl Siren, and basically this character has been released recently. Yes, she costs 280 crystals per pull with 100 guarantee, so it's quite expensive to get her up all the way to max level. But what the game has done is that because she is because her value is in essence a lot lower than many other characters, they offer you an ability to get this character at quite a discount. So you can get the equivalent here for $50 of 3 pulls worth. It's like literally 3 characters worth of pulling you can get for $50 instead of $500 or $600. That is how the game works, and why does Hoyo give you this discount? Well, it's not only because of features and stuff. Well, basically, it's also because the new character is entirely, farmable for free here in the shop. So once again, what we have is that this character, whilst being better and more premium than an SB unit, is not as good as a Herrscher unit. And comparatively speaking, the cost in all three cases is being adjusted by the game to reflect this, to reflect the amount of abilities and so on. If you're really confused, look at this 1, 2, 3, and if you now look at another unit like Susanna, where is she? You get 1, 2, and now you go to Zila 1, 2, 3, 4. If I can make it as simple and plain as that, it's obviously way deeper than that, but hopefully that just illustrates the point. Now, coming back again to Furina, I'm very happy that the character has a bunch of features and really aspects to her kit that'll make it exciting for especially new players to get into the game and for older players to have something new to play with. I'm 100% for that. It's just that given the industry standard of adjusting older characters or making cost adjustments to reflect the relative power levels, I think Hoyo has not done a good job. And that is really all that these two videos are all about, in just more detail, explaining it a bit more explicitly. Especially this video, which is in essence a video about option pricing arguments, but I see that that is way too beyond most people. In any case, I'm happy with the state of Furina. It's going to be incredibly fun for us, and for those of you that do want to know a bit more of my thoughts before we officially make it, or before we officially get into the stuff, since obviously if I go in too deep, Hoyo is going to bonk me, look at my latest community post. There's a bit of very generic wink wink maths that'll help you perhaps understand what are some of the earlier things you should be thinking about when you include someone like Furina into your team. Alright, that has been it for this video. Thank you so much for watching, and yeah, when Furina comes, oh boy,